That wound has the impacts from the gunpowder particles.
Okay.
A more dense distribution.
Did you look at the clothing around the wound?
On Mr. Huber?
Mr. Huber?
Yes.
Okay. And the clothing also had gunpowder residue?
A little more difficult to say on the clothing. Mr. Huber's tank top, which was the item of clothing that came with him, that tank top it was a tie-dyed black and gray and white appearance, so made that very difficult. So in those situations, usually I will defer to try to opine if I can't tell for sure.
Okay. So there's nothing in that gunshot wound that suggests that he wasn't in close contact with my client's firearm.
That's right.
Okay. And did you look at any video regarding that shooting?
Yes, it's also included in that video provided.
The video shows that my client's lying on his back, correct?
Yes,
Mr. Huber grabs the firearm, correct?
it appears so, yes.
Pulls the firearm from one direction towards and into his chest, correct?
They end up in that position. I don't know if he's pulling or what. I don't know what's going on there.
Mr. Huber strikes him with the skateboard. The gun is not in his chest. Fair statement?
That fair statement.
Okay. When he's shot, the skateboard is in his right hand. The gun is now up in his chest.
However, Jack, these are conclusions based on.
I'm asking if his wound is consistent with this scenario.
Yeah, wrecked.
Okay.
Allowed.
I'll start over.
Yes, reset. See, yes,
Mr. Huber,
exactly.
you see him hit my client in the head with the skateboard, correct?
Yes.
So now he just gets to go over all the same details again.
These are conclusions that Mr. Huber hit or did anything is
You
central to
see
this
him
case.
do it.
These are not conclusions that anyone can make but the jury.
He said, the doctor said he watched the video.
Yes, exactly.
So I'm assuming that that's his knowledge base.
You asked him to watch the video.
And you can redirect on the subject if you want.
I'll start again, sir.
Yes, excellent.
There is a blow from Mr. Huber to my client's head with a skateboard, correct?
Yes, the skateboard makes contact with Mr.
He swings the skateboard with his right hand into my client's back neck range, correct?
I'm not sure where it makes impact, but
You see an impact.
yeah, it makes contact.
And he reaches down
Head
with his
trauma.
left hand, seeming to grab my client's gun, correct?
Yes.
When he puts his hand on the gun, the barrel is not pointing in his chest, correct?
I don't recall, but I don't think so.
Okay. And through whatever movement between my client and Mr. Huber, the gun barrel ends up, which would be right about here,
It does.
okay? And there's a gunshot, correct?
Yes.
And that gun is touching his clothes.
It's in intermediate range. It's
Intermediate.
closer.
What is
In
close?
define
What is
intermediate
close?
range for me, please.
Well,
Define
again,
it.
we talked
Boom.
about how intermediate range injuries can be within 4 feet. And
Within 4 feet.
obviously from the video, it's closer than that, but I can't say whether the
Excellent.
muzzle is in contact with
Oh, what the hell's close
It's-
range?
clothing.
There's none.
Through
Touching the
the
skin.
type of stippling that
think
you
that's it.
have on the Huber wound,
A stab
you
wound.
know,
Oh, intermediate
It's
was
less than
between
4
1
feet.
and 4
fair
feet.
statement.
That's a fair statement.
Through independent evidence, which you review as a forensic pathologist / investigator, the video evidence establishes closer.
It does.
Nice.
Oh, gosh.
Nice.
Good cross. He's doing a great job.
He even asked a question and worded it with like,
And-
okay, so when his hand was on the gun,
Just assume,
and he's like, yes. So it's
for the purposes
like
of this
you got
question,
him to admit that.
that the first shot from my client, moving back to Mr. Rosenbaum now, is the 0 shot.